Hey everybody, my name is Ian. I don't know much, but here's something I do know. There are those days where you just don't want to fucking do it. Where it doesn't matter if you wake up with the right music, if you went to bed early, sometimes you wake up and you're just like, fuck, I don't want to do it. And that it might be anything. It might be getting out of bed. It might be doing a project. It might be working out. It might be whatever the hell it is. I'm here to tell you the two things. Two, not just one, but two things. One, it's okay if you don't do it. And two, you should fucking do it anyways. Yeah, I know. It's a contradiction. It's okay if you don't do it that day, but you got to do it the next day. But if you're not going to do it today, or you're going to just give today a pass, what if you spent 5 minutes on it? What if you just gave it a shot? What if you just like a little bit of effort towards it? You can say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to do all of it, but I'm going to do it for 5 minutes. Whatever it may be. Guess what? Once you start, once you get the ball rolling, once you're starting to effort towards the outcome, whether it's getting your ass out of bed, whether it's getting ready for the gym. Once you're ready for the gym, you're like, I might as well go. I'm already up and out. Whether it's a project you're working on, right? Like, I don't want to beat on this project today. I don't want to effort emotionally towards this thing. I don't want to have this argument. Whatever it is, one, it's okay if you don't do it today, and you should fucking do it anyways. Because why the hell not? And maybe we're going to collapse a couple things, right? Maybe one of those things is you don't have to do it, but you should. Okay, great. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's a bullshit, way to get to a lot of anxiety and living a life of living in the past. And nobody wants that. But what if you just spent a couple minutes on it, right? Give yourself a pass. I'm not going to spend the 4 hours I should spend on it today. I'm going to spend 10 minutes on it. Anybody can fucking get up and get 10 minutes done. And trust me, depression's a bitch, anxiety's a bitch, mental languishing is a bitch. They're very real, and I'm not discounting that. And I know from personal as well as ancillary and people around me, people I've heard of, I know it to be true that if you just give a little bit of effort, the continuation is so much easier. Let's look at it in business terms. It is so much easier to get somebody to pay you if they've already paid you $1. So if they've paid you $1, it's way easier to go from 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000 than it is to go from 0 to 1. It's the initial effort. It's the initial going. It's the initial jump start. It's the getting out of bed. It's the getting in the car. It's the opening your email, whatever it is. Once you get started, it's so much easier to keep going. So, I think as we look at, ourselves, as we look at, our past, a lot of why we don't do something is because we haven't done it in the past. And living in the past is a very, very, very effective way to having your past be your future. And nobody wants that shit. Okay? Maybe you do. But if you do, you shouldn't fucking be listening to this. Or maybe you should. I don't know. But what I do know is that there are so many opportunities that we have that we let just pass us by, that we let just flit away because it takes effort. Life takes effort. Doing nothing takes effort. It's a different kind of effort. It's a different kind of way of being. I postulate that to really, truly, effectively do nothing, you got to work at that shit. You have to try not to respond to people. You have to, and maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong once or twice or a lot before. But the thing that I know, and I know this to be true, is that once you start, it's so much easier to keep going. And even if you stop after a couple minutes, a lot of minutes, or you keep going, even if you stop after 5 minutes, you have made more progress and you're starting to build the habit, the mentality, the thought process that I can do just a little bit. I don't know much. I know that.